In the province of Ontario in Canada, that's our largest province by population, there's been a recent debate about sex ed curriculum, because the sex ed curriculum was written under the deputy minister who was then convicted of child pornography and pedophilia. And so it's an extreme sex ed. And you may be thinking, what's this got to do with guns? Well, there's an objection to it because of how early it sexualizes kids. For example, it teaches grade school kids that there are 6 genders. Now, Andrew, you're a pretty smart guy, but I bet that even you couldn't name the 6 genders. And the objection...
It's possible I haven't met the other 4.
That's right. You know what? I've never met anyone who knows all 6, by the way, but I guess I should talk to grade schoolers because they're learning it. My point is, the big debate over sex ed is you're displacing parents, you're foisting this on kids without their parents. These are young children of tender years, and you're taking advantage of them. You use the phrase child abuse. You're ideologically forming them. Instead of teaching them, reading, writing, and arithmetic, in the case of Ontario sex ed, they're teaching them 6 genders and that whole ideology. I think that's what's going on here, and they don't give a damn about parents. To heck with parents and what their views are about the Constitution or guns. These teachers' unions and the teachers' administrations are looking at students not as customers to be educated, but as hostages is the wrong word, but people who are trapped and forced to go through an indoctrination for 18 years. I think there's an analogy there. I don't know if I put it very clearly, though.
Well, I think that, when you look back, you look at the way the culture makes fun of conservatives for being in favor of the family. Oh, we want everything to be a 1950s sitcom. We want everything to be father knows best. Conservatives have not been very good at making the argument, which is that the family is the building block of freedom. When you have a family, it is a self-governing unit that teaches children a value system that they can then take out and compare to the value system of the world. The left hates that. The left is not just, they want to get rid of families. Families are not good for the left because families foster freedom. Families foster a culture that is individualized and says, here is what we as a family think is good. Here is what we as a family think is right. Now go into the world and compare that to what the world is selling you and see which one, is the right idea. What the left always wants to do is supersede that. You're not smart enough to educate your own children. You're not good enough to educate your own children. You're too selfish, you're too mean, you're too bigoted to educate your own children, so we will do it for you. What on earth are they teaching kids about sex for? Again, the questions I want to know is, can they read? Can they do math? I mean, here in California, we spend more on schools than just about anybody else. We have some of the worst schools in the country because they are teaching this agenda, this left-wing agenda, to supersede the family instead of teaching the kids the skills they need to get along. And it's purposeful. It's purposeful. They always make fun of our love of the family and our defense of the family because they think it makes us square. But really, what they are doing is assaulting the family because the family makes us free.